Last week, I stood in front of this camera and I told you about our flight. I told you the ticket in your hands is not a ticket, it is a boarding pass. I also told you the aircraft is called VCON, departing September 12th, 16, and I asked you a simple question. Will you be on board or will you watch at the gate? And your answer, some of you said yes, some are not so sure. Since that video, the seats have been filling. The board has not slowed down, it is actually accelerating. So today, I'm not here to invite you again, but today I'm here to show you the flight plan. Because some of you are holding your boarding pass and asking a fair question. What exactly am I boarding? What happens on this aircraft? And what will I be when I land? So let me answer all of this. Every great journey has a route, and this year our route has three waypoints. Three words: reform, transform, and perform. That is the theme of this VCon, and I want you to understand that these are not three decorative words on a stage banner. They're the three stages of every flight you have ever taken. Now just think about this. Before any aircraft leaves the ground, it must first reform. It turns on the runway, it changes direction, it aligns itself with the path of takeoff. Then comes the transformation, the moment the wheels leave the earth, when something that was rolling becomes something that is flying. It does that thing it was built to do. It carries people to a destination they could not reach on their own. This is not just the story of an aircraft. That is the story of you. And over 5 days in September, we are going to walk you through all three stages deliberately, personally, and permanently. Let's begin with reform. Reform is the alignment on the runway. It is where we examine the direction we've been facing, our thinking, our habits, our belief about what is possible, and we have the courage to turn. Here's what I have learned in nearly 3 decades of this business. Most people do not fail because they lack effort. They fail because they are putting tremendous effort into the wrong direction. The opening days of Decon are built for this turn. You will sit under leaders, life coaches who will change the assumption you didn't know you were carrying. You will hear from leaders who once faced the same doubts you face now. And you will hear exactly what they turn away from and what they turn towards. Then comes transform. Transformation is a takeoff. It is the moment the wheels leave the ground, when what you learn stops being information and becomes an identity. And I want to be honest with you about something. You cannot transform alone in your living room. I have tried. Millions have tried. Transformation requires an environment, a concentration of belief so strong that your own limits simply cannot survive in the room. That is what we have built. Thousands of like-minded in one arena for 5 days. People from different countries and markets around the world, speaking dozens of languages, all lifting off together. When you stand in that room during the recognition moments, when you watch someone who started with nothing walk across that stage, something happens inside you that no video, no Zoom call, no book can replicate. You will also hear from our featured speakers. They are not motivational tourists. These are practitioners, people who have built what you are building at a scale you are aiming for. This is the middle of the flight. This is where the ground lets go of you. Perform, because here is the truth about every conference, every seminar, and every convention ever held. The event is not the point. The event is the takeoff. The performance is the flight that follows. The final days of Beacon are built to send you home with altitude. You will not live with notes you never open again. You will leave with a flight plan. Specific, personal, and scheduled. What you will do in your first 7 days home, your first 30, your first 90. Perform your direction, transform your identity, perform your mission. That is the route. That is the flight. Now, I need to tell you why this vehicle. Why this year is unlike any year we have ever had or ever will have again. Because this September, we celebrate our 28th anniversary. And I want to share something beautiful with you about the number 28. In mathematics, there is something called a perfect number. A perfect number is a number that equals the sum of its own parts. Its divisors, 28, is one of them. 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 14, and then together, and you get 28. The number is complete, whole. It is made perfect by its own parts. Perfect numbers are among the rarest treasure in mathematics. The first is 6. The second is 28. And do you know what the third is? 496. Let that settle for a moment. The next time this company or any company would celebrate a perfect number anniversary after this one would be its 496th year. No one in this room, no one watching this video, no child of anyone watching this video will be here to see it. This is our once a perfect year, made perfect the same way the number is, by the sum of its parts. By every single one of you. 28 years of people helping people. 28 years of hands reaching back to pull the next person forward. That is what makes a company whole. That is what makes a number perfect. And it is why what I'm about to say the next matters so much. The theme of this VCon is reform, transform, and perform. But behind the theme, there is a movement. And the movement has a name. Each one raises two. It is the simplest idea in the world. This VCon, every attendee is invited to personally help two more people experience it. Not required, not assigned, invited. And who your two are, that is entirely up to you. It might be a brand new partner taking their first step. It might be someone on your team who has gone quiet, who needs to feel the fire again. It might be a friend who has been watching your journey and wondering. It might be a family member who has supported you from the beginning and deserves to see what you've been building. There is no script you must follow, no system you must adopt. Your team, your language, your way. The invitation is the same for everyone. The path is yours. Just imagine it with me for a moment. Imagine if each person holding a boarding pass helped just two more people board this flight. More people learning, more relationships deepening, more momentum in every market on earth, and far fewer of our people left standing at the gate, grounded, watching the takeoff from the outside. One invitation can change a life. Two invitations can start a movement. And here is the beautiful symmetry. A perfect number is made perfect by the sum of its parts. So is a perfect vehicle. You are the parts. Each one raised two. And together we make this whole. So there it is. The flight plan. Reform. We align on the runway. Transform, we lift off together, 12,000 strong. Perform, we fly home with altitude, and we do the thing we were built to do. All of it happening in our 28th year, our perfect year, the one that will never come again. VCon, September 12 to 16. Your boarding pass is waiting. Your two people are waiting, even if they don't know it yet.